Alrighty, y'all. So, journal entry number two. Um, a lot has happened since my last entry. A lot of it was an emotional breakdown. I wasn't feeling well. I had pneumonia. Stuff was going on with my brother. Just a lot of stuff. I'm feeling better now in some ways, in emotional level. But on another level, um, I'm working at this place now, and I don't know. I just feel like I'm not going anywhere. Today, I was told after weeks of being told, hey, we might give you this, extend this job opportunity out to you. We could get you, this salary, hour, or not hourly, full time job, yada, 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 benefits, yada, yada, yada. Just wait, just wait. And then today, yeah, prospects aren't looking so good. So you might have 2 weeks left. And it was a temporary to hire position where it was supposed to end in May. It's June now. And so far, I've had like no direction there. And I've just been settling because it's my first office opportunity. It was sort of like an internship, but I was doing a lot to be an intern. I mean, I'm on 4 committees right now, and I've done a lot of like stuff with the diversity. I've done HR interviews. I've done a lot of things there that I don't think interns should be doing. But I have my degree. I just don't know, and I think that's the problem. I don't know, and they're taking advantage, and that's just how I feel. I don't know what to do right now. Of course, I've had a lot of people, even within the organization, helping me, um, like work on my resume, work on my portfolio, telling me what I can and can't, do as far as like writing down on my resume. Because I said a resume you can embellish, but I've done a lot there for the time that I was there, and where it concerns campaigns, where it concerns training, new employee orientation, running those things, working with HR, working with the comms department. I've done a lot, and I just don't know what to do with it. Because when I look at a lot of jobs for entry level positions, as far as an HR generalist, as far as a public relations generalist, or a media generalist, things like that, that I've studied, the job descriptions don't seem to fit what I've been doing, and I don't know what to do. I don't know what to look for. I don't know where to look. I've tried ZipRecruiter. I've tried Indeed. LinkedIn is garbage. LinkedIn has a lot of spam on it, and I'm just so overwhelmed, and it's just hard. Silver lining though, I recently started dating someone, and this is the first time ever that I've actually had more than 2 dates with an individual. And I honestly I like him, and I told him about my frustrations, and he's willing to help me out. I mean, he's younger than me by 2 years. I'm 27. He's 25, and he's I have a lot of doubts. I mean, if you've seen my other entry level, my other journal, you know that I'm really insecure. If you didn't know, now you know. And it's just I don't know what to do there. He's really supportive, but I'm so jaded by men taking care of you, away from you, um, this place, and we ate in what it's a room I had worked with previously. So that helped out a lot, because if it had been someone I didn't know, but he's holding back, and if that's like that, it's maybe I'm just psyching myself out. Maybe it's just me trying to sabotage myself before anything major happens. Also, here in South Bend, Indiana, I don't plan on staying here. And it does bother me that if I get invested in this individual, will I halt my progress and put my life on hold for someone else again? And me being insecure, me myself. And this has all happened since I've had my nervous breakdown in my first journal. And I don't know. On another note, my family, more specifically, my dad, expressive language disorder to speak, and he's always resented me for that. He comes to me for advice a lot of times, and I will always. He's outside the. He met this guy, and in 2 days, 2 days, moved out of my grandmother's house, and the first thing out of the guy's mouth, he didn't have to be more responsible, yada, yada, yada. All of this really awkward, weird bullshit. And what upset me, because my grandmother had realized that he hadn't been sleeping in his room, that he was just gone. Um, my mom had called him. My brother didn't know. So whether that's true or not, his medications moved out, told him for your happiness. And I know, coming from me, that's really hypocritical, but I know that's what I need, and they'll eventually learn how to do it. And you haven't managed in 16 years of his life to once understand what he's going through, to look into seizures, to look into expressive language disorder, to help him out. Not once did you do that, but you sure as hell collected his checks from the government. I just feel like a lot's going on right now, and as I said in my last journal entry, that I can't do this anymore. I can't worry about other people as much as I worry about my brother. I'll never let him know that. If he sees this, he'll see this, but I highly doubt he will. It's just, I don't know. I'm trying so hard to figure out what happiness is and how I can achieve it. Today at work, I was part of a diversity seminar. It lasted from 10 to 2, and talking about diversity made me, I wouldn't say happy. I guess it's because I was talking about my truth, and that's pretty much what it was. People, when they went around the room, first off, I was the only black person in the room, I was the only gay person in the room, and talking about diversity, hearing what they had to say, how everything was good for them, how everything was plain gravy, how they just didn't care. And then when it was my turn to explain how diversity affects me, it affects me in a very negative way. It sort of enlightened me that I think I take everything too seriously. And hi, I'm sorry I didn't respond, but my Big Brother auditions aren't going very well. Being a double minority, both black and gay, the odds of me being on the show are very, very slim, and I highly doubt I'll ever get on the show. I can make my body look as beautiful as I want it to look. I can have the attitude, I can have the smarts, but the problem is the pool for me to be on the show. Um, the pool for the kind of person I am, the kind of niche character that they're looking for, is way too small. They can only have one gay person, and they can only really have one black person, maybe two. Uh, I'll never end up on the show. I've accepted that. But again, going to diversity, being both black and gay is kind of. Well, I know there have been double minorities before, but those people have been recruited for the most part. I wasn't recruited. I don't think I will ever be recruited. Trying to find a double minority gay person that hasn't been recruited in the history of Big Brother is probably going to be extremely hard. They look for the minorities like that. They look for the one that's going to be, like, I guess, clean and not non-problematic, but they also have a certain way about them that's very stereotypical. And though I can be flamboyant, I'm for the most part not. And when have they ever cast a non-flamboyant, super flamboyant gay individual on Big Brother? But that's neither here nor there. I don't want to talk about that here. It is what it is. I'll never be on Big Brother. Whatever. Anyway, I'm getting off topic. Diversity, that seminar really helped me out. It's like sort of therapeutic. Um, this is so not trying to be rude, but this is kind of a journal entry. I know I'm going live, but it's just easier for me to download. I will totally answer your questions in the comment section down below. Um, but let me just finish what I'm talking about, because this a little exchange could go on for hours, and maybe it's what I need. I mean, I don't know. I could talk to you about a lot of these things. My beliefs on politics is that American politics is bullshit. It's all bullshit. So is American history because it's all inaccurate nonsense. But what are your beliefs on politics? As a black bisexual Trump supporter, what are your beliefs? Because honestly, it doesn't matter who's in the White House. Minorities are going to be a minority. Anyway, um, the diversity committee was very enlightening, very inspiring, and it's very therapeutic. It got me to realize a whole lot about myself and how I view the world, and it let me. It made me feel more alone, but not in a bad way. I think I was in that room more aware of who I am because I am a double minority, and that right there may not make sense to a lot of you. Another one. I'm not sure how important it was. If I didn't say gender, then it's gender. But we were asked to talk about these things and which ones made us most uncomfortable and things like that. It was just a lot of things that we talked about. It was so therapeutic. It made me sad though, hearing how a lot of the white individuals in the room were like, "Oh, I don't care about this," or "I don't care about that," and that's actually a lot of the problem because when you don't care, you don't help. Um, but that's not the point. I hear my cousin's coming, so I'm about to get off here right now. I am doing a video. That's Soraya, but it's time to go. It's almost 20 minutes long, so it is what it is. Anyway, I don't even know how to stop this thing, to be honest with you. Every time I come to YouTube, it always does something different. And right now, my lips are moving slower than my movement, so I'm. It's like got a delay going on.
Boss can ask a question. Can Bill completely down here because he's making these ear noises? You know the noises I'm talking about? And it's getting annoying. She keeps she keeps asking herself. She's like, okay, okay. She keeps yelling.
Yo, I gotta go.
Irritated.
Okay, so hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Bye, y'all.